So, public void, replace nth occurrence. Take a string, take the int n, and then take the thing that we're going to replace it with, the string that we're going to replace it with, okay? So, first and foremost, we want to make sure that we find the nth occurrence, okay? Now, remember that find nth occurrence is going to return an integer, basically a location or an index, okay? So, we'll say int location is equal to find nth occurrence. Okay, so this will return, so it takes the string and the n, okay? So that's great. It'll give you a location of where to find the nth occurrence, right? So like we saw with at and we saw with AA, okay? So, but if it does, so you have to make sure, we saw some examples that it doesn't show it. So you have to make sure that the location does not equal -1. Because if it equals -1, that just means that it's not there. So what are you trying to replace it with? Nothing. So first you got to say, as long as it doesn't equal -1, that means it found it. Okay. So we have this current phrase. So remember, that current phrase is this guy here, like I said earlier. I'm just gonna, because I know it's not gonna fit here, but you guys have to write the word current phrase. So current phrase is equal to current phrase dot substring, and then we want it to be from 0 to the location. Now remember that this will be always to n-1, okay? So it finds it where it's going to be, and then we're gonna do n-1 because it's a substring. Okay, after that, so basically this gets chopped off from the string. That's one piece. Then you're going to have the replace part that you're going to replace it with, right? So after you replace that part, you're going to need to add the ending to it. So how do we find the ending? Well, everything obviously is happening to the current phrase, okay? So it's going to be current phrase, and now remember, anytime, so obviously substring, anytime we just put one single number, like I explained earlier, it just goes from there all the way to the end. So we just have to find out what that number is. So that number actually is going to be the location, okay? So where you basically have, where they found the nth occurrence, plus the length of the string. So string length. Sorry, that should be in there. So location is an integer, string, the length of the string is an integer, and together it will show you where you left off, and then it will just add the rest of it. So let me show you using the example.